And what my job today, our intent is to help you, give you the information. It's up to you guys to take that information and get prepared. Because if you notice, a lot of people, economists, financial advisors, they're talking about it's going to be another crash to come. And it says it's going to be worse than 2008. So what we're talking about today is we're helping you become your own bank. Okay? So, okay. Some of the information I want to share with you as far as how many of y'all have a gram of gold with you? Some of you do. Yours is in the house. I got mine with me. This is a gram of gold. 1 gram. Now I'll pass this around, but the reason I'm passing this around is because I want you guys to understand this information right here. A gram of gold back in about 40 years ago was equivalent to $1.15, which gets you about 5 loaves of bread 40 years ago. $1 back in that time period would get you 4 loaves of bread. Right, so now let's fast forward to today. How much is a gram of gold worth today? What was that? No, lower.
It's probably like 40.
About $49, about $50.
Yeah.
So if I give you $50 right now, how many loaves of bread can you buy? Quite a few, right? Now, if you had that same dollar bill, how much bread can you get today? Just a few slices. You can't get a whole, unless you go to the dollar store, you can't get that good potato bread, right?
Can't get a little.
There you go. So my whole concept is to get you guys to understand. A lot of us, we want to save for our future. We want to save for our kids, and the best way to save is in gold. This is information that we didn't know before, and that's what I'm trying to present to you guys today. Okay. I'll give you another example, another illustration. A Ford truck in 1950 was worth 1 kilo of gold. How much is a kilo of gold today? About 50,000. Take it 50. Everybody seeing this? This is a good room. I like y'all already. A lot of times today, anybody see my gold? What's going on back here? You know? But a kilo of gold was $50,000. It's $50,000 today. It used to be $1,095. That's crazy. When you think back, you could buy a brand new truck for $1,095. Think about how much it costs today. I want you guys to think, why is that the case? Why does it cost so much today?
Inflation. Supply and demand.
Inflation. Anybody, matter of fact, we're going to go off script because you tell inflation, right? Can someone explain to me what inflation is?
Inflation is made
Checking the air on or something like it's an air somewhere.
so
It's all dry.
Sort of, kind of. Because inflation is pretty much, all right, let me say this right here. Can I see your soda? Let's use this soda as like real money, right? What the government's been doing since 2008, they've been printing more money. So what we're doing is adding water, right? Let's say this is alcohol, right? We add water. You ain't gonna like that drink. Let's say this water down. So one of my mentors, he's a tax professional. He's in this business as well. He did an excellent interview with KC here, and he said, "Why are we saving what we're spending? Why are we saving what we are spending? Especially when they can just print it at will. So that waters down the value of the dollar. So as you can see, like you said before, inflation affected this. So it's $42,000 for a truck now compared to where it was $1,000. But let's say if you had a kilo of gold and you have a kilo of gold today, a kilo of gold is what, $50,000, right? Can you get a brand new truck for $50,000 today? See, this is the type of information that we want you guys to really understand, all right? So then it talks about here as far as the dollar versus the gold. So when you look at this, the dollar lost 98% of its purchasing power because of inflation. while gold risen to about 60%. Meaning you can technically get a truck now for about $30,000 and have some change back off of the kilo of gold if you have, right? And that's just a timeline from when the dollar came into circulation in 1990 up to today. Now, who's in? You guys ever heard of P. Diddy, Robert Kiyosaki, Alan Greenspan, Queen Elizabeth, Donald Trump, Dr. Miles Monroe? These are all people that know about this information. You know, some of them have passed away, but some of them share the information as far as saving and gold and tell you why, right? That's Queen Elizabeth. That's how she check her bank account. She go around, she count her bars. Okay, how many bars I have today, right? So that's how she check her account. How do we check our account? You see what I'm saying? So the main thing is we want to change your focus as far as being able to save in a better way, right? Prince. I guess you guys didn't know this. I didn't know this. Howard just put this slide up here for me. It said at the time of his death, Prince had 67 10-ounce bars of gold, valued about $840,000 to $110,000 in 4 different bank accounts, unclaimed property and capital credits and cash. He also had dozens of properties in Carver and this is kind of bent forward, I can't really see it. And Hennepin's men and that had an estimate total of about $25.4 million. So his estate was worth $25.4 million and $840,000 of it was in tangible assets such as gold. You know, these are the type of things, I'm not saying today you need to get all your money in gold, but we need to consider it because a lot of us don't have no gold, right? So the main thing is we want to get ourselves prepared to another crash or anything like that. With my story, that 8,000 turned into 32,000. The reason being is this is why I was explaining this to you. When other markets start crashing, such as real estate, what do you want to do? You want to cut your losses. You want to pull money out, and you want to put your money into another market. When the stock market was going under, what did you do? You cut your losses and put your money into another market. Gold has always kept up with inflation, so it's only kept up. It only keeps about 3 to 3.5%, right? So that hasn't been attractive until really when people pull money from this market and start loading into gold, which at least promised 3.5%. Guess what happened? Gold prices skyrocketed. My $8,000 turned into, matter of fact, somebody who hasn't heard my story, how much you think that turned into? I'm sorry?
You just said 32,000.
I did say that? Okay. I said someone who didn't hear it. You got it. But yeah, it was about 32,000. I was able to cash out about $17.60 per ounce. And I got it around like $500 to $600 per ounce. So when this opportunity came to me, I was like, oh, I'm all in. And I had an opportunity to share this with other people and give them an opportunity to have a win-win situation. It's no got you. At the end of the day, I'm sharing with you, hey, call your bank right now. How much are you getting in your bank account? Anyone know? Ooh, what you say?
0.01%.
0.01%. As of right now, if you save in the bank, you're losing. So the only thing I'm trying to do is I'm trying to coach y'all to win. Because gold has a track record, has a history as far as winning over inflation. And that's what's killing our wealth. To me, gold is like wealth insurance. Okay? So, saving in gold as a premier way of accumulating wealth. That's what Karen Barker is all about.